Okay, a few things I look for. One of them is backstage leadership. So not being the person who is speaking first. Maybe you're speaking last. Maybe there's some big decision that we need to make, and maybe you ask everyone in the room, well, how would you respond to this? And maybe as an exec, I would say my opinion last. I'm genuinely listening to what people are saying. I would also be talking to people. I mean, that sounds like wow, is this guy really sent to be an agile leader? You need to talk to people. But sometimes we talk at people, you know what I mean? We're not actually listening to what's going on, because we need to actually go and see where people are doing the work. And not like in one of these royal tours where you kind of, they're putting up the posters in front of you to make it look better than it normally is. you turn up so often, it's like, oh, that's Darren. Oh yeah, I'm used to seeing Darren, and you're actually telling the truth of what's going on. And because you can't be pretending all the time that everything's great. If Darren's arriving very often, he's going to see eventually, he's going to ask questions, he's going to notice things that aren't quite right, and hopefully Darren will help me to fix it, instead of saying, why didn't you fix it? Well, Darren, why didn't you help me? Because an agile leader fixes problems and declutters things and works with the organization, and works on, if you're a CEO, working with your reports, because where lots of change dies is at the -1 level. So you might support the change. You might be a very agile leader, but your reports might not be at the races. And really, if you want the organization to be agile, whatever about your tolerance at the levels of people doing work in leadership, there should really be zero tolerance for people who don't have a way of thinking that works in an agile world. This is why sometimes I talk about this whole concept of having an island of agility. Let the mainland continue doing what it's doing, whatever they're doing, and let's set up a new island. Let's reclaim some land and do something really cool. And then if we need more islands, we create an archipelago, and we can create bridges and all that. But no one on the island will go back to the mainland, because completely different management systems, completely different leadership style, completely different way of thinking, with different way of behaving. So not everybody needs to be agile. That's the other side of it. So this is why I think a two-speed organization isn't a bad thing either.